Hey guys, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. And now we are going to be doing a end of year TBR. Basically like all the books that I need to finish before 2021. The main books I need to finish are the ones that I said I was going to read in the beginning of my 2020 book journal. So I had a 2020 TBR and I have 99 books listed here. And of those, I have 16 left. And you can see here, I've kind of marked them all off. I have 16 left that I have not read. And that's going to be the main bulk of what I actually need to do. And that will be like my November and December like TBR. But then I do also have quite a few other books that are on my physical TBR that I would like to get to, though they are not a priority. It might be more of a 2021 thing, but they still are on the TBR. I'm not going to tell you what these books are about because we would be here for a million years, but I'll tell you if I do know what they're about because I think that's funny because I probably don't know what most of them are even about because BookTube and Bookstagram hype is real and it just makes me buy it because, like, honestly, if BookTube says it's good, I'm like, okay, click, bye. So yeah, let's see. Here are the physical books that I own that are in those 16 books for the end of 2020. Now let's see. First of which I absolutely am planning on reading. I think I'm going to maybe read this in December because it feels more kind of like a December-y vibe, but it is Loveless by Alice Oseman. I am very excited to read this. I absolutely adored Radio Silence. And then if you've seen, I'll link it, but if you've seen the Gabby Reads video where she reads this, I was like, I need this. I need to read it. It has asexual representation, and that is something that I categorize myself as, at least at this point in my life. So I'm very excited to read this, and I hope it makes me cry a lot. So stack this over here. Next, another kind of fall wintry vibe is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I don't know when I'm going to get to this. Grace and I want to buddy read this, but it's a classic and it's pretty long and I'm just not really a classics person, but I really want to watch the movie. So I do want to read this. Like, this is a book I want to read in my lifetime. I don't know. I might just listen to the audiobook. So we'll see. The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima. This is something that Reagan from Peruse Project has said is very underhyped and is very good. It's a duology, I believe. I don't think there's a third book. I do have the second book. I'll show it to you later. But this is one that I got and really, really wanted to read it. I know it's fantasy and it feels really good. And I like that she said that it's very underhyped and she doesn't understand why more people don't talk about it. So I am excited to read this, but I do not know if I will end up getting into it this year. Wolf by Ryan Groudon. This is something I heard from Haley from Books in Wonderland. And is it Books in Wonderland or Haley in Wonderland? I think it's Haley in Wonderland. I'm sorry. But anyway, she talked about this book and then the second one, which is Blood for Blood, and said that it's really, really good and underhyped. And I know it's about like Nazi occupied Germany or something. I have no idea. I think there's like a fantastical element to it too. And it's like if the Nazis won the war. What am I doing? I told you I wasn't going to tell you what it was about. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to get to this before 2021, but I might listen to the audio. We'll see. Next, I absolutely want to read this before 2021, and it is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This is the first in a series, and I have heard exceptional things about this. I'm very excited, so I do really, really want to pick this up this year. The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Now, here's the thing. I am very excited to read this, but I just know it's going to be a disappointment. I feel like it's going to be a disappointment because Riley Sager and I have a tumultuous relationship. I adored Home Before Dark. I have a whole reading vlog about it. Loved it. I adored Lock Every Door, and I hated Final Girls. And I have heard a lot of people say that this is like his weakest book. So we'll see. Let's talk about an amazing feeling cover. Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. I have literally absolutely no idea what this is about, but for some reason I'm very excited to pick it up. I have heard people say that it is a stunner, and I think it was last year where people were saying it was one of their favorite books of last year. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like it is. And I think it's a contemporary, but I definitely want to pick this up like maybe in December. I might pick it up this month, but probably December. Okay, this one I am not excited really about, but it's The Death of Miss Westaway by Ruth Ware. And I think that I have just come to the terms this year that Ruth Ware and I really don't jive. The only book of hers that I have kept is The Turn of the Key, and it was a 4 out of 5 instead of a 5 out of 5. And I have heard from like Noelle Gallagher that this is her favorite Ruth Ware book, so I want to give it a chance. I probably will read it, to be honest, but I just don't think I'm gonna love it, and I don't think I'll probably even like it, but I guess you'll find out. Maybe I'll do a reading log for it. Recursion by Blake Crouch. Now, I read Dark Matter this year, and I really, really loved it, so I'm hoping that this will have the same vibe. I think this cover is a freaking stunner. I think it's supernatural. No idea what it's about, but he's good, so hopefully I'll like it. The Shadows by Alex North. I love this cover, but I've heard mixed things about this. I've heard people say that it is like good, but it's not like an absolute stunner. But it's weird. Is some people say The Whisper Man is better than this, and then some people say this is better than The Whisper Man, and I'm like, okay, like which one should I read? Or should I read either of them? Like, are they good? Like, am I gonna want to keep this? I don't know. This might be something, I don't know. If it has short chapters, I might read it physically. I think it does. I might pick up the audio just because I'm like not sure if I'm gonna love this, so I don't know, but I'm keeping it for now. And then I have Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I am very excited to read this. I don't know if I'm going to get to it by the end of the year, but I have had several of my coworkers say that this is like one of their favorite books of all time. I really want to watch the series, but I want to read the book first. So I definitely want to read this. I know it's supernatural or like it's like supernatural or fantasy or something like that. I don't know, but I definitely am excited to read this, but for some reason it's just like I've had it all year on my TBR, but I'm just never like picking it up. Like I really want to read it. I don't know what's holding me back. I'm just not grabbing it. As for the things that I don't physically own that are in this book, I have Tell Me How You Really Feel. I do not remember who it's by. It's a gay love story, and I want to read it because of that, but I think I'm going to pick up the audio instead of physically reading it. It just seems like something I'm just going to want to hear instead of physically read, so I didn't buy it, but we'll see. And then also Dress Codes for Small Towns. I definitely want to read this, and for some reason, again, just like Good Omens, I just don't have the draw to pick it up, but I know that it is Kayla from Books and Lala's favorite book of all time, so I'm like, I have to read it, so hopefully I'll love it. We'll see. I'll let you know. Actually, I do physically own Dark Places. I have already read it. It was going to be another reread I did this year because this year I reread all of Gillian Flynn's books, but I have not reread Dark Places. I just like don't really want to right now. I'm just not in the mood to do it. So I think I'm going to cross this one off the list because I don't think I'm going to get to that this year. I mean, I will reread it at some point. I just don't really feel like doing it right now. So Girls Made of Snow and Glass. So this one is about to be crossed off because I'm like 72% of the way through the audio and I'm loving it. I think it's really good. Like, it's not like a 5 out of 5, but it's a strong 4 out of 5. Like, it's very entertaining and I really like it. So that will soon be leaving this list. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna is a book that I really want to read in winter. It just seems like a very like sad wintry vibe. It's a historical fiction. Loads of people rave about it and say it's absolutely amazing. So I definitely want to get to it. I actually started listening to the audiobook with Grace like a couple 6 months ago or something. And we just weren't feeling it at the time because we just didn't want anything sad because there was just a lot of sad things going on in the world, obviously. And we just like couldn't handle it. So we ended up turning it off and I like DNF'd it for the time, but I am planning on picking this up and I do really want to read this before the end of the year. Okay, so that's going to end the books that I planned earlier this year in reading before 2021, and now I'm just going to show you what is on my physical TBR that is still relevant because there are books that I am like planning on getting to soon or books that I might read before 2021. Oh my god. Can you see it? First of which being Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. I had planned on picking this up in October and it didn't happen. It seems very fast and fun. I do not think I'm going to read this before the end of the year, but we'll see. We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. I was really excited to read this and now I'm like, I should have bought My Best Friend's Exorcism or Horror Store because when I read the synopsis for this, I was like, this sounds so boring. And I don't hear people talk about it, so I don't know. I might just listen to the audio because this summary just really does sound boring. So I don't know. Another book I'm not sure if I'm going to read is Her Every Fear by Peter Swanson. I read The Kind Worth Killing years ago and freaking loved it. And then I read Eight Perfect Murders a couple months ago and gave it 1 star. It was horrible. I hated it. So I don't know about this. I might read it, but I really just have no attraction to it, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This is another book that was really, really hyped years ago. I don't know what it's about. It's a contemporary. It's a young adult contemporary fiction. So, but it seems like it'll be pretty quick to get through, and it does seem pretty cute. I'm hoping that I'm not like beyond the years of liking this, like that now that I'm an adult, I'm gonna think it's lame. So hopefully I'll really like it. I think this is also a book that's on a lot of people's like favorite shelves. So I want to read it, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. So I actually have not read Strange the Dreamer yet, so I am very excited to read that. I actually have no freaking idea what these books are about. Can you believe it? I know that Strange the Dreamer is like highly hyped as being an all-time favorite, so I'm very excited to read that, but I need to get my hands on a copy of Strange the Dreamer because I like these covers and I can't find it anywhere, so I'm waiting to get that. I asked for it for Christmas, so we'll see. I recently picked this up and it's You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson, or I think it's Leah Johnson. This does also seem like one that will be very fast. I am excited to read this. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up this year because this kind of feels more like something I'm going to want to read in like January or something, but this was really hyped. And now that I'm saying it, oh my God, maybe I should read it before the end of the year because it is one of the Goodreads Choice Awards nominees. It's gay, and that's all I need to know about it. You know, not super pumped for this one. It's In the House in the Dark of the Woods by Layard Hunt. And I only picked this up because of how short it is, because I was like, well, listen, I'm probably going to be in a reading slump at some point. I mean, they come and go like the tide. So I might want to pick this up. I think the cover is freaking stunning. All I know is that it's like a dark, twisted, like Grimm's fairy tale kind of thing. So I don't know. I think I'm going to look up some more reviews about this and see if it's good because it's just not really calling my name. And then we have The Wizard Heir by Cinda Williams Chima. This is the second book. I think it's just a duology. And this one comes after The Warrior Heir. So like I said, don't know what it's about, but I want to read it. This is a book I actually do need to read pretty soon because it is like on loan to me from one of my coworkers, and it's Survivor by Chuck Palahniuk. Chuck Palahniuk, his books are so hard to swallow. Like, it's so hard to read his books. Like, I've read Fight Club and loved it. I read Invisible Monsters this year and loved it. But God, they take a long time to read. I don't know. It's just like, he has a very trippy writing style, so I don't know. But I love this cover so much, and my coworker said that this is his favorite Chuck Palahniuk book, so I do need to read it, but after reading Invisible Monsters, I was like, I can't do that again. This is another book I picked up just in case I need to get out of a reading slump, and it is Violent Ends by 16 or 17 different authors. And I think that it's like, I think each author either wrote a different chapter or they wrote different characters. I don't know, it's about a school shooting, and it seemed like it would be fast, and we'll see. Speaking of books that I got to get out of a reading slump, I have An Anonymous Girl and The Wife Between Us, both by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. These books have very, very short chapters, and they're supposed to be just like very quick, very easy thrillers. They're like mysteries. I know that this one is touted as being good. This one is like, I don't think it has good ratings, but Kayla from Books and Lala was like, I don't understand why people don't love this book. It's amazing. So I definitely am excited to read these. These are books that I don't really have a timeline on when I'm going to get to. It's just like a feeling of like, if I need something fun and fast, I'll pick these up. The last two I am so highly anticipating, I can't even tell you, and it's The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I read The Night Circus a long time ago and I liked it, but I didn't like love it, which I need to read it again. But this cover is just freaking stunning. Like, I'm sorry, hold on. This is just so unrelated to the video, but what? Oh my God. I want to love this so bad because it's so beautiful. Hopefully I do. I don't know whether I'm going to, oh my God. Oh. Girl, I had no idea. Oh my God, stunning. Oh my God. I don't know whether I'm going to physically read this or if I'm going to listen to the audio. Probably listen to the audio because it's really long. I don't know. But yeah, pumped. And the one I'm most highly anticipating because it has just taken BookTube by freaking storm this year, and it's Legendborn. Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This cover is, oh my God. I love it. Does it have anything on the inside? I mean, it's just that, but that's cool. I have no idea what this is about. I'm pretty sure I've heard a billion people talk about it. Don't remember. This is one I'm just so highly anticipating. So many people have said that it is like their favorite book of 2019, or was it 2020? Maybe both. Like people, 2020, because this is also on, I think, yeah, this is also on the 2020 Goodreads Choice Awards, I think. But I'm so excited to read this. I know that, oh my God, she's stunning. This is one that, Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte said that this was like one of her favorite, I think like her favorite book of 2020 maybe. And then I also think that Mayana from Mayana Reads said this was her favorite book of 2020. Sorry if I mean to say 2019. I don't know. I never know. But I am so excited to read this. I don't know if I'm going to read it in 2020 or if I'm going to read it in 2021. I want to read it so bad, but I just know there's all these other things I need to get to, and that this is not a book that is calling to me like seasonally. Like it's not a book where I'm like, I need to read this in winter, I need to read this in fall or summer or whatever. So this might be one that I put off because I can read it at any time. Also, a little add-on, I do need to finish The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm like 80% of the way through it right now, and I just put it on the shelf because it looks so good for this video. And then also as an audio add-on, I've been planning on reading Truly Devious all year as well, and it just came in on audio. So that is a book that I need to get to as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Look at all of this. This is crazy. Like, I mean, I probably will read another like 25 books, I think, like before the end of the year. Oh my God, that's so lofty because it's like November 8th. I think I can do it though. Like I probably can read like 25. I can do it, right? Or like 20. Let's say 20, okay? Are we 20? That's even a lot. Good God. Anyway, I'm going to read more books. Hopefully they're these books, okay? And I don't just keep buying more, but I probably will. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will have my Goodreads and my Instagram link down below, as well as any videos that I ended up talking about or any reading vlogs I have. My lights just fell. I knew that was going to happen. We should just end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. That would be freaking great. And I will see you in a video coming soon. Have an amazing night. Goodbye.